Hi, my name's Jean and welcome to Hay-On-Wye. So this past May I was in the Welsh town of Hay-On-Wye, which is situated right on the border between England and Wales, for their annual literature festival, which is hosted over May, June every single year, and it was my first time visiting not just the festival but the town itself. And as an avid reader, let me tell you, this was one of the best trips I think I've ever been on, and I was only there for a weekend. I need to go back, I need to spend more time there. And that was largely because of the fact, although not exclusively because of the fact, that Hay-On-Wye is a bookshop town. So Hay-On-Wye is home to around 30 bookshops at the moment, all of which are independently owned. There are second-hand, there are new, and there are those bookshops which stock a range of new and old. The most recent addition to the town, in fact, is Hay-On-Wye, which opened in 2023 and is, surprise, surprise, an LGBTQIA plus bookshop with the most fantastic name. It's like the town was set up for that bookshop to eventually exist because it had to be called that, right? And like I mentioned, I'd never been before, but I was only there for about 2.5 days, and part of the time I was there I was also giving a talk at the festival. Like I mentioned, I was giving a talk about my children's book Goddesses and Heroines, which is published by DK, so I was also at the festival location for a little bit of my time there. But anytime I wasn't there, I was roaming the bookshops because I mean, like, what do you even say if you're a reader and just somebody who enjoys beautiful places? This is heaven. There is so much to explore. There are bookshops dedicated to specific genres like crime. There are bookshops that have incredible selections of antiquarian books, antique books, rare vintage books, and there is even a poetry bookshop. There's stuff for adults, there's stuff for children. It is out of this world. Naturally, I had to buy some books while I was there, and I mean had to, like I had no choice. My partner and I both bought a few titles, which I filmed a dedicated book haul for, and is already up on my channel if that's something you'd be interested in. It's the video before the last video on my channel. It should be 2 videos back is what I'm trying to say, or if you're watching this in the future you should be able to search for it by using Hay-On-Wye. But let's talk about the town a little bit more. That was a little bit of a sidetrack there. It is just incredible, and I am desperate to go back. I'm also desperate to actually go outside of festival times. I both want to go back for the festival, which I don't have a lot of clips from because it was an incredible festival and I didn't really get much time to really experience the festival as a visitor. I experienced it obviously as a speaker, but I didn't get to go and see any talks myself because I was there for such a short period of time, and I would have loved to have gone and see some speakers. There were some great events on for loads of different people, so that was really wonderful. And there was a selection of bookshop stalls within the book festival itself, as well as like local vendors selling local products and charities, and it was just a lot to take in. And I only spent a few hours there, so like I said, I need to go back to the festival, but I also just need to go back to the town. Like, you don't have to be there during the festival to enjoy a literary holiday in Hay-On-Wye, because this is a bookshop town all year round. The bookshops are pretty much always open. Aside from bank holidays or a few days here and there, you can go and enjoy these incredible shops with incredibly well-versed staff. And there's not just bookshops, so if you're interested in a little bit of history, there is Hay-On-Wye Castle. There are lots of lovely walks you can do in the countryside around the village. The village itself is also just beautiful to walk around, like it's gorgeous. But there are these like nature walks you can do in the fields, in the hills, along the river. It is beautiful, and I did not get to spend enough time wandering around experiencing the nature here, so again, I need to go back. There's even, I believe, a outdoor swimming pond next to a lavender farm, which I really want to check out next time I go, because I went into the lavender shop where they sell all the products made with the lavender and talked to the owner about it, and it sounded phenomenal. Plus, I mean, the products were gorgeous. And there are just a ton of other lovely little gift shops, gardening shops. You can buy cookbooks. I mean, I keep coming back to the books, don't I? But there's vintage clothes shops, there's record shops, there's lots to experience besides the books. So if you want to take a pal with you that isn't really a big reader but they like crystals, there's a shop for them. There's prints, there's local artists, local creatives, local artisans, a little bit of everything. And I am just overwhelmed by how much I fell in love with this town, and I cannot wait to go back.